Hey guys, welcome to another Export Terra gear review, and today I have a pretty awesome piece of equipment to show you, and that's the CampingMoon MT-045. It's a flat pack foldable fire pit. It's packed with features that have made it a go-to in the last few camping trips I've been on. So if you're on the lookout for a portable fire pit for your next camping trip, stick around because I think you're really gonna like this one. All right, so on to some of the features I wanted to talk to you guys about. And one of those first features is gonna be portability. As you know, I'm usually traveling around in my Land Cruiser Troopy, bouncing around from spot to spot. I come into a site, I set up camp, and then in the mornings, I like to cook breakfast, but usually I'm packing up again. So I wanted a fire pit setup that I could easily set up and then break back up down and pack up as quickly as possible. And the CampingMoon MT-045 knocks that out of the ballpark. So the first thing I want to show you guys is how quickly this guy is to set up. So let's go ahead and show you this right here. So guys, so as far as portability goes, look at this. It's a pretty small package, comes in this neat little bag, so it's easy to take around and haul around. It's got these two straps here. You can pick it up and go. We're looking at about 16 inches across and then 16 inches up and down. And let's go ahead and unpack this guy. Here, you're gonna have your first Velcro straps right here. They go around on these loops. You're gonna pop it open. And first thing we're gonna pull out is a floor panel, okay? So here's a floor panel. I'm gonna set this down here. Then we're gonna pull out the fire pit itself. There we go. Look at that, guys. This is the whole thing. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna line up the feet here with these latches. What this does here is it attaches the fire pit to the floor panel. This way, it's all basically one piece, all right? It doesn't fit tight, but it doesn't need to. It just needs to be able to follow the fire pit around. And then, if you want to, and you know that you're gonna be grilling something up in the morning, you can also pull out the grill surface. That's not one piece, guys, that's two pieces. It's the grill surface and the frame, right? So here's the grill surface. We're gonna pull that out. You're just gonna slip this on one side and then on the other, and then you can throw your grill grate on. And that's it, guys. You saw how quick it is to set this up and super easy. Realistically, it's only 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces to set up. Guys, that's it. And you're ready to start your fire and ready to start cooking something if you want to as well. Oh, and another thing I forgot to show you guys is it also comes with this cast iron coal bed. So basically you just slip this into the bottom of the fire pit and you position that so your coals can sit in there, and it leaves a little bit of room underneath for the fire to breathe as well. All right, so now it's the next day. I'm ready to pack everything up, so let's see how quickly this goes. So I'm gonna grab my grill grate here. I'm gonna fold these arms over. If you wanna keep it together like this, it might be a little finicky to handle. I'm gonna slip this into my bag. I'm gonna take that cast iron floor, remove that. Then I'm gonna put this into the pocket provided in the bag itself. A little tight, but she stays in there. Then I'm gonna undo the latches. Fold her up. I've already learned that best way to put her in is grab her from that bottom side. And then I'm going to slip her down into the bag. There you go. Then I'm gonna grab that floor panel, wipe it off a little bit, and she'll go right into the bag as well. Couldn't be easier than that, guys. We're gonna get these two Velcro straps through the loop. And that's it, guys, we're ready to go. Super awesome, super convenient. I'm loving the portability factor on this fire pit. All right, another key point that I can't skip over is the weight of the CampingMoon fire pit. And in that regards, this unit doesn't disappoint. Okay, so they come in 3 sizes. They have the MT-035, the MT-045, which is the one that we have right here, and the MT-055. And as far as weight goes, the MT-045 is coming in at a light 19 pounds, which is awesome. I'm telling you guys that makes a difference. I've had portable fire pits before this one that were much heavier, and as sturdy as they were, it did make a huge difference on whether I considered pulling it out of the vehicle and actually getting it to use, especially in the Land Cruiser where you like gotta crawl in or reach into something. Picking up and pulling something out that weighs 35 pounds, you'd be surprised how difficult that can become when you're in a weird and awkward position. But this guy you can just put into the bag. It's super light, easy to handle. You can I would either crawl in through the back, or I would just push my front seat forward, my passenger seat forward, and I would reach in and I place it right between the back of the seats and the fit out that I have in the rear. So in regards to portability, that weight has made a massive difference for me, and it makes it that much easier for me to be excited about pulling this guy out and setting it up in the campsite. Okay guys, now moving on. Obviously this thing is a fire pit, so it needs to do something very well, and that's keep and maintain a fire pit. And I'm telling you guys, the design on this has been pretty well thought out. If you guys take a look at this, you'll see that here there is some openings here on the sides, but also all throughout the design, because of its foldable feature, there's basically openings everywhere, making it easy for the fire to easily breathe and be able to take in the oxygen that it's going to need in order to give you a good hot fire. So as far as the design goes, I think the unit was made very well. The other thing I really like is, guys, okay, so we have our grill top here, and you know I've already spoken about this in the past with a previous fire pit review, but I like to be able to have access, even with a grill grate on, to be able to feed the fire. And as you can see, I can easily stick a pretty sizable sized piece of wood in there to feed the fire and make adjustments as I need to, either for the preparation of the food or to just keep the fire going. So as far as maintaining and keeping a good hot fire, I can't complain. It's really well thought out, really well designed. Okay guys, another feature that I was definitely looking for when looking for this portable fire pit is I love cooking out when I'm camping, and I definitely needed a way to cook right away on it, and I wanted it to be a part of the design. And here they've come up with a really clever way to set up the grill top surface, and as you already saw when I packed it in and packed it out, it's super easy to put together. But one thing I didn't go over as far as preparation of your food goes, once you have the fire going and it's cooking, look, there's 3 different sections here, 3 different tabs. I don't know if you guys can see from there. I'll get a close-up. And you can lower those sections to get the grill closer to the bottom of the fire, to get your food closer to the fire. And that allows you to get in a little bit closer if you're trying to like really sear in those steaks or really get heat from those coals. And it's super easy to adjust. And another great thing that I've noticed while I've been camping with it is that this actually doesn't get hot at all. So even when the fire's been going, roaring, anything below this area right here, there is barely any heat. And you'll actually be able to come in here and grab this. I mean, I would still tell you to be careful, but most of the time I've seen that I can actually grab this and adjust this with very little heat building up on these bars down here. So I love that part of the design, and then just being able to take this grill grate off, take it inside and clean it. And what I found once again is because it's stainless steel, these grill grates, you're not worrying about rust or anything like that. So I love the grill top design. It adds to the versatility of the fire pit, and it's always a feature that I'm looking for. And the CampingMoon pulls it off in a really cool way. All right, guys, and then the final thing I wanted to talk to you guys about that I've become more and more aware the more I've been working with these portable fire pits is maintenance, guys. It's something that I was definitely looking to make easier for myself. And with some of the previous fire pits that I've owned, what I found was that the raw steel fire pits are as durable as they are. They require a lot of maintenance, and they require you to keep up with them and make sure that they don't get rusted. You leave it overnight outside, in the morning you're gonna find a rusty fire pit. So one of the things I really wanted to explore is the stainless steel fire pits that are available, and this CampingMoon fire pit is actually all stainless steel. That's one of the things that I've been like kind of going through and through these past couple of trips, keeping an eye on, but also seeing how much easier it is to work with. And I'm telling you guys, it's a freaking game changer, because I'm no longer worried about leaving this thing outside overnight and then coming to find it completely covered in rust. I've left it out overnight and this thing doesn't have any rust on it. I've been able to, after a couple of trips, I'll maybe bring it inside. I'll run a copper brush or sponge through it and it'll be clean. It does develop this really cool patina that you can see on it. As you burn it and the steel heats up, it develops this discoloration or coloration, and it looks super cool. But other than that, guys, I haven't had to deal with rust. That's made the ease of maintenance on the fire pit way easier, and it's something that I look forward to using a lot more often because of not having to deal with the rust issues. So stainless steel is definitely an option that I think you guys need to consider when looking at these portable fire pits. And once again, CampingMoon has delivered on the quality of that stainless steel. So definitely something to check out. Okay guys, and last but not least, the quality of the fire pit. Guys, it's built awesome. Everything is welded together except for the joints where it obviously that it uses to fold up. But other than that, I've been paying attention to it. I don't see any warping. I've ran fires on it all day. The steel is not warping. Everything seems to stay intact. None of the welds seem to be falling apart. So as far as the quality of the CampingMoon fire pit, I'm loving it. I think it's sturdy. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you, but you don't by any means have to be easy with it. You can just freaking throw it around, put it in your bag, toss it in the back, and go. I would give it high marks as far as quality goes because it looks like it's holding up great, and I don't see it falling apart anytime soon. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for taking the time to explore the CampingMoon fire pits with me. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And until then, guys, remember, get out there and explore. Peace.